I know, there's some small ones in here. It's not because the cow didn't do good. It's because they were late calvers. And we only wean once. So, you got advantages. Who, by the way, she's not one of the oldest calves right there either. She just happens to be one of the biggest. But you also have the disadvantages, because some of these are half the age of the others. But that is what it is. And they've been in here making noise all night. They will for the next few days. I gotta open it up so the cows can get in here to the lockups. They don't like to keep them that close because guess what? They will reach through. Cows will get up close to the fence or to the gate. And they'll keep nursing. They'll actually start getting good grain today. It'll make up for the milk they're not getting from the younger ones. And see, there was proof. She stuck her head through. She could have been nursing if a cow was there. Then there's these girls. Some of them are old enough, they don't care. She's got a heifer calf over there. She don't care. Lena, her calf's over there. She don't care. She was worried about it yesterday, but that was yesterday. I just gotta find all the newly made steers. Make sure they're still doing good this morning. Probably, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in there. About the time the heifers quiet down, we'll wean the steers and we'll just keep it loud for everybody for a while. In the meantime, yeah, foggy and wet out. Feels about 20 degrees colder than it is. Story of my life. About the only time of year my hands actually get cold. It can be freezing out and dry and I'm fine, but the fog goes right through. So I just thought I'd let you enjoy some of the music this morning. Couple voices got a little hoarse, but they don't give up. Well, not near as messy as it could be, but keep in mind, even though that's diamond plate with grip bars on it, they still kick a lot of manure. It's kicked from here halfway down the alley. I got pretty well filled full of manure and I was standing clear over here. I think I was about right here when one kicked and it come out the side and splattered both legs. It happened. So usually like to hose everything down right afterwards, but you know, that's if you get done earlier in the day. So, and it's actually easier with what's on the chute. I don't want to hose that off. I want to scoop that off so it doesn't all go under the chute and plug up the drain. So if that sets for part of a day, it's a little easier to scoop up with a shovel. I'll get the skid steer over here with a bucket on it and start scooping. Hopefully scrape most of this off. This got pretty shitty compared to normal. But there it is. Now, and anybody wondering, this was a balance beam scale. The unit used to set right here. You couldn't use this because you couldn't open it. You couldn't use half the drop down bars because when you did, they went right straight through your belly because they couldn't go down. And we had trouble with it. So it's converted. There's an S sensor in there. Just a load bar, it's just an S shape. Cable runs up and over and around to the display. And it works. Seems to be fairly accurate. And she grabbed that cart instead of me getting the bucket on the loader. So that means I can go do something else. Oh yeah, another little feature. Side of this chute opens up. So if you've got one that really doesn't want to get out. You know, get one down, you can't do anything. Open the side, you can always roll them around. I don't necessarily like the tailgate, but it is what it is. And Dad made the latch years ago for it, because if you're preg checking or castrating, you kind of need it open. And the vet gets really narrow-minded if somebody's holding onto the rope and has an itch or whatever and the rope slips. Yeah, put a goose egg on more than one vet's head. Mom was good at that. And I don't know if I showed how this widens and narrows up or not before. It's not widened all the way. I asked Becky to widen it. Widens all the way right there. Narrows up in there for calves, so makes it nice. Much nicer than the old wood ones were. And this one, for some reason, their punch plate was off when they did it. It won't latch all the way open. The holes nowhere close. Doesn't matter how you move it, it will not. It's off a half a hole. But it's okay, it's all the way open. And the butt stop. I used to have an S-hook hanging on there so we could hold it up if we got to work calves and push them through. But apparently the S-hook got knocked off somewhere along the line. And yeah, we're set in here backwards. The idea of these is, instead of the tub coming around clear over there, that end would be straight out over there. And you'd bring them in that gate. But where we're crammed between the building and the property line, we shifted it around and we come in that gate. It works. The worst thing about it is, it gets you lined up on the barn a little. It's still all a downhill slope. I mean, it's a couple feet the length of it. And cattle don't work well uphill. They work much better downhill. It is what it is. It's the way we're set up. It's what we got. You know, something nasty ever happens and the barn burns down or something, well, that's the time to redo things. But I don't foresee that happening. And of course the dogs think there's something over here for them. And she's just gonna make some pie. Looks like some chocolate cream pie. She says that chocolate tastes like shit. She'd know.
Nothing's worse than the wormer.
Oh yeah, wormer tastes really nasty. Don't get that squirted in your face. Another thing, if Mom ends up worming, she doesn't look where she's going, and she doesn't reach high enough to point it down. She just squirts.
Yeah, that shit was nasty.
So that job's been taken over by Becky. But yesterday, between number one and Dr. Peter, they did the worming, and Dr. Peter
had it all over my hands. Plus, I was filling syringes, and I had the caps in my mouth, and
yep,
it was bad.
No, it was kind of nice. Peter didn't have anywhere else to go right away, so he actually stuck around until we were almost clear done with the bull calves. And a couple times when I had to go help John move some critters, Peter put on, I think, 2 or 3 bands. Well, he does it a little different than I do, though. Oh, she says he did 4. I knew he did a few anyway. I slipped the band around my wrist, let the caltrator hang, reach up and make sure I got a hold of 2 jewels, get above them and put my index finger and thumb around it, and then roll the band off my hand and up into place and cinch it down. And by the way, yes, it would be awesome if this was all on concrete. It's not. It's all on reject. And the fasteners where these units here would be bolted down, there's 3-foot long pieces of rebar buried in the ground. There's 1 or 2 on each side, I don't remember. Might be 2 on each side. And then we put an extra overhead brace. And I don't think we're fastened to the building at all. I don't remember. God, it's been a long time ago since we put this up. Our old wooden alleys were all based against the building. So you used the barn for one side, which was kind of nice because we had a walkway and we could cram the alley and go through with multi-dose syringes and just go pop, 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 and you know, we could, between one and a chute and what the alley would hold, we could get a dozen cows packed in all at one time, and if all we were doing was giving shots, that was easy. I mean, literally took like 5 minutes to do, or less, to do that many. Then open them up, kick them out, bring the next group in. That's enough gabbing. God, that's almost 8 minutes. It'd be nice if they made those so you could replace them. Frickin' things. That outside part isn't supposed to turn. It's supposed to turn where the shaft meets the bushing in the middle. That outside's supposed to be all rubber molded. That's why we got issues. So I've been trying to figure out how to make it, hold it, and do it, and every time I do it, doesn't want to work right. So I get a hold of Tom in the morning. Maybe he's got a complete blower that's in good shape. Or I'm going to put either pillow block or flange mount real live bearings on it. Either way, pain in the butt. No heat in the shop for now. I'm waiting on an out customer who was going to be here, 20 minutes ago. And number one is busy trying to get gutters cleaned out so water will actually go down the downspouts. Something we do about 3 or 4 times a year. And she found some nails in the corner of that gutter. That's why she's got the bucket up there. Trying to figure out where the nails came from, because it's been clean since we put the new roof on. I have no idea. One of those mysterious things that happen. That's how we get it to be quieter around here. Just gave them that pasture up there. So they don't tear the lane up. They're going through the little patch they had, but they can still go the lane direction too. It's not like there's any choice. Freaking flies are bugging me now too. These are the Scragler boys. They'll make it up there. There's a couple of heifer calves over there bellering, but they're over there. They can't see their mama. Their mama don't care. Their mama's out there on more green grass. So hopefully that'll cut them down on some hay for a little bit. As soon as they come off grass, they will only be allowed in the feed barn at night. They eat less and utilize it better if you do that, limit their feeding schedule. So at night we'll open it up and let them in, and in the morning I'll come and kick them out, just like we do during calving season. It saves quite a bit of hay in the long run. They're making it out there. They'll figure it out. Follow the trail. So that's the rest of our day, I guess. Thanks for watching, everybody.